Hello, I'm Sophia Lou and welcome to my channel.
Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. This week's video we will be doing a piece from my sketchbook I've been doing this month, and this piece is called Location. I will talk more about the piece in a minute. The sketchbook I've been doing is a daily sketch challenge where I've been setting myself like a target of being able to draw every day, and this was a piece that I really liked and I wanted to redraw because a lot of people were saying that I should do it as a print, and I was like, it's not good enough to become a print, I'd have to redraw it definitely. So this piece is called Location. I had this sort of idea with the opposite of the piece that I did on the opposite page, that they were very, she was like almost screaming and like sound waves are coming off, and like she's almost like the location of the area, and I know it's a bit of a weird concept behind it. It's all to do with like sound waves and sonar, and it's just what I really had in my brain at the time, and just to have this sort of like really purpley, almost like mystical background with this character on the front of it. And this, like the sketchbook I'd been working on is mainly me just practicing different techniques that I've never done before, and I really liked how this technique came out, and it was like, oh, I do want to do it again. So this is the bigger piece of me actually finishing it. This is a bit of a mixed media piece. I use watercolours in this, I use Winsor & Newton inks, pro markers, and a little bit of pencil crayon and white gel pen just to make it pop a little bit more. I used this masking fluid, and I've used it before, but for some reason it just kept on leaking. I don't know why. It's been a big pain today, and I really got annoyed by it. But it was quite nice because it still left me with a little bit of a white line, but it just wasn't behaving as well as I wanted to do. So yeah, I've really gotten into using watercolours a lot lately, because I really like the backgrounds that it can create, and I really enjoy using it with the pro markers because I find that I can create a better piece with it, which is quite weird because I never would have thought I would enjoy watercolours as much as I have done, and this has been quite nice to do. For those who have been asking about the sketchbook, I will do a sketchbook tour. I've still got around about 20 pages left, so it's not going to take me too long to fill it up. So once that's full, I will probably do that at the end of the month, because I've got a few videos that I want to be uploading in between there. The most annoying thing about doing this piece was waiting for it to dry. I am such an impatient person. I like to do a piece, and this like took around about 4 hours in total to be able to do. And as you can see, the cat's coming to inspect. She's got this thing of when I'm painting, she'll come straight up to the piece and she'll either try to take the paintbrush off me, or she'll try and eat the paint. Right? If anyone else's cats do this, please let me know, because I really think I don't know whether or not my cat is just mental. No, I found this was a really nice and relaxing piece to do, and I'm really glad I redid it now, because I was umming and ahhing about it, and I think I'd like to turn it into a print, but for now I don't have a scanner to be able to scan the image in properly, so I don't have the capabilities of being able to do that at this moment in time. But I would like to turn her into a print because I really love the way that she came out, and hopefully when Echo is done as well, I can do them as a nice print set, so that would be quite nice to do. So it was just, for me, a lot of this is experimentation, and the more I come to use watercolours, the more I've come to really enjoy them, and I like how I can create these sort of like cloudy atmospheres with it. I really find that it's helping accentuate pieces where I want them to be more fantasy based, and I draw a lot of fantasy art, so it's really helpful in that aspect of it. And just the layers, I like layering the colours, as I said, but I'm just really impatient waiting for them to dry more than anything. I think the part that probably took the longest in this piece was inking it, because I was using the Winsor & Newton black ink with the Karateki Sig cartoonist nib pen, and it sometimes I can like work with the pen really well, and other times it just doesn't want to cooperate. And I think it was cooperating, but not as much as I wanted it to be. It was being a bit of a pain, quite frankly, and I was getting really annoyed by it at this point. But we're not there yet, so there's no point in me really talking about that. The good thing is with, for anyone who's wondering, I'm using the Winsor & Newton Cotman half pan set, and I bought these recently in January with my Christmas money that I got. So this was like something like my little Christmas present. Parents gave me money, and this is what I bought with it, and I'm really glad I did, because I've been using the Koi watercolor sketch set and the Hobbycraft like really cheap paint set, which is what I've been using in my sketchbook, because it's cheaper paint. I can get away with not using as much of it, if that makes any sense, and because it's cheaper paint as well. I'm experimenting with it to see what techniques I like using with watercolors and what techniques I don't like using with watercolors, and you can tell the difference between the paints. And I'm usually all for cheap. I love cheaper art supplies. I'm a bit of a cheapskate when it comes to buying paints myself. I'm buying any art supplies myself. I try and save as much budget, because I don't have that much money to be able to buy all the art supplies I want. A lot of the art supplies I have, I only have them because I've built them up over time, and I'm grateful for that. It's just, it does take a while to build up as much, and I do have a lot now. But then again, it's taken me a while to get to the point where I do have as much art supplies as I do. You can really feel the difference. The Hobbycraft set is they're like chalky circles, and then you paint on them. You use water to lift off them, and you just paint with it as you would normally with any pan set. But I find that afterwards it's very chalky. Like when you feel the paper afterwards, sometimes like it will come off on your fingers and it's just chalky. Now you can probably put a glaze over it, a bit of a fix, to stop it from doing that, but I find that's what the cheaper paint has done. I do have a cheap watercolour set that I've bought for my cheap art supply challenge, but I found the main difference between the Hobbycraft set and the Winsor & Newton set that I've got is the quality of the paint that is on the paper. Now I don't use that. I've been using the Hobbycraft set for like sketch work and practice work, which, you know, that's what I would recommend it for. It's really good if you just want to practice with the watercolours and to get a bit of practice in with them to see what watercolour effects you can have. But I really noticed the difference between using the Hobbycraft set I've got and using the Winsor & Newton set I've got. So that's my little thing for the day. I mean, like I said, you can create like really beautiful pieces with the cheaper paints anyway, and I would recommend, if you are just practicing, to go for a cheap set in the first place. But like, for example, I've got this Winsor & Newton Cotman set which I bought. I think I bought them from Cass Art, and for the 24 pan set it's about 15 quid on there. For the 48 half pan set, it's at the moment in their sales, no, it's Colling & Wilcox, sorry, in their sales, the 48 pan set is 25 quid. Now that sounds like a lot, but that's 48 different colours, and those pans do last you a while. And to replace each pan, it's around about £2.50, and I've not replaced a single. I've only got the 24 one. I don't have the 48 one, and I find it's really, really, really cheap for that amount of paint. Considering the pans can be about £2 to £5 each, depending on what series you get. It sounds like a lot of money, but it's worth it if you really want to invest in your paints eventually. This is all new to me, so I'm fairly still new to this medium, so I can't call myself like, oh, you know, I'm a watercolor person, because I'm not a watercolor person yet. This is a new medium and I'm really enjoying practicing with it, definitely. So this piece, what I think I really enjoyed doing about it is it's really fantasy based, and I feel like I don't know what it is. I think it's the colours in it that I really like. I'm really glad with the oranges against the purples and the pinks, and I think it's really a colour set that I want to keep to, definitely. I do tend to stick to certain colour sets, and purple seems to be one of my favourite colours to use. And just using like the white gel pen just to make it pop a bit more, and I cannot recommend the hybrid gel pen enough. It is really good against dry watercolors, especially darker colors, because it just really pops, definitely. And I was really, I definitely do want to turn this piece into a print. I just want to finish the other piece, so then it's like a set and it just looks perfect together, and I'll be happy with that. So just wrapping up the piece, if you guys have any recommendations on paints or pens or any artwork you want to check out, please leave a link down below. And if you have any subjects you'd like me to try out, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support and all your love. And if you like this video, probably click the like button and maybe leave a comment. And if you like my videos, maybe subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you. Bye.